Hello, my name is Kat Cheney.
My name is Abby Curry. Welcome back to The Slice. Our annual BIPOC show was this past weekend. The show was a new show called Just Like Us and helped to represent cultures around our school. Great job to all of the cast and crew on 3 amazing performances.
The audition materials for our spring musical Mean Girls will be coming out this week. There will also be tap dance clinics today from 2:45 to 3:15. If you plan on auditioning, please try to attend, but if you cannot make it, videos will be posted on Schoology. This weekend is a theater competition called Thespies. Through the International Thespian Society, students all over the U.S. will be competing. There isn't a winner, however. They will be given ratings. Those with a high enough rating will perform at the State Thespian Conference in March, a 3-day event with performances and workshops from everyone in Ohio.
This event is not only for performers, but also for crew. You can go with a costume, set, lighting design, or even a stage management. There are also college auditions for those looking into a musical theater major. Lastly, there are callbacks for the All-Ohio show.
The All-Ohio show this year is Ragtime. About that.
Yeah.
So Ragtime, it is a show sort of, I believe it's at the cusp of the last century, not the 1990s, century before, 1890s, yes.
Around there.
And it sort of goes through the plight of those who were sort of fighting for the rights around that time and sort of how the world was changing in total. I actually auditioned for it.
Nice.
I've got a callback for that on that event that we've been talking about, and it's a lot of fun.
Nice. No tap dancing like Mean Girls in Ragtime.
Thank God, no. No tap dancing.
That's all right. So tell me a little bit about the audition process for that. Like, I assume it's different than a school musical. I don't do theater, so I wouldn't know, but like, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it was different, obviously very different than our school. What was different about it this year is what they did was they had virtual auditions for the first half. So to my knowledge, the way they've done in the past, like last year when I auditioned for the play that they did, was you go in on that day, you have your audition, and then later in the day you do your callback. So it's a way faster turnaround. Oh, nice. What it was this year was, I believe 2 weeks beforehand, they have you send in your virtual recorded auditions. That's a scene and a song, and then they email you back if they want to bring you in for a callback for that day of event. So it's more spread out so they can have more time to make their decisions.
Sounds really cool.
Now let's take a look at ceramics.
Good morning, Pioneers. Let's look into ceramics.
Hi, I'm one of the ceramics teachers here at Olentangy Orange, and I'm showing you some examples of projects that we make through the certain levels of ceramics. Ceramics 1, you learn how to make trays. We talk about textures, compressing the clay. We talk about hollow forms, like making a little rattle. How do we do that without having the clay blow up? We talk about decoration, how to glaze your projects so they don't stick to the kiln shelf. You also get a really quick moment throwing on the wheel. We'll help you a lot with that, Mrs. Eccleberry and I, and you can throw a couple of bowls and see how that goes. That's always exciting. Then, in Ceramics 2, if you continue on, you'll do a lot more throwing on the wheel, and you'll learn how to perfect that and get better looking bowls and forms. You'll make a mug or 2 and learn how to make it functional and comfortable and easy to drink out of, don't spill on yourself. Then in Ceramics 3 and up, you start to do bigger forms and sculptural stuff. So you'll do like a mini one first. Oh, that's a rattle too. That's cute. So you do like a mini version of your larger monster, and then things get more complicated. Like you have to have removable parts. The mouth comes out and it's a little drawer. This one has a little football that's removable. And trying to understand that and get things to stand and not fall over and break is tough. Ceramics 2, I think, is one of the hardest classes, actually, I think, in the building. But it's so good for you. It's so good for you to use your hands, learn how to control your body when you're forming things, learn how to handle the clay. This has not been fired yet. It's super fragile, so you've got to learn how to like pick it up and manage it and handle it without breaking it. So it's all very good for you thinking with the right side of your brain and problem solving as you create your projects.
That's all for today. Now back to the desk.
Thanks. So, Catch, Halloween is Friday. Not sure if you guys knew about that. It changes every year,
It
right?
does, yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your Halloween costume?
My Halloween costume, I got two, right?
That's wild.
So, my girlfriend and I were going as a firefighter Dalmatian. That's a classic. And then me and my best friend, we are doing Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. What about you? What do you got going on?
I'm not really doing a lot for Halloween this year, just don't have a lot going on, but my youth group did a party and me and a bunch of girls went as the Inside Out Emotions, and I was Fear. I got a bow tie and a mustache, even though he doesn't have a mustache, but like, let me live, right? I got a bald cap, but didn't have time to put it on, so maybe I'll bring that next week for the art show, because who doesn't want to see Abby bald? And yeah, I know. So we all did that. That was a lot of fun. Not a lot of people got super into it though, but I was locked into my Fear costume. Because what is Halloween if not going all the way, right?
I feel like so many people forget that these days. It's just gone.
It's all just like wearing the colors of the character, and it's like, where is your creativity? Where's your joy? Where's your whimsy?
We've lost it with the trunk or treat. What is the trunk or treat? What was in our minds?
Yeah, we need to get back to what Halloween is as an art form.
Get these kids out there.
Yeah, Halloween music too. Thriller by Michael Jackson. 80s, why are we not releasing more Halloween music?
Classic, but
they had this banger and they're like, we can't top it. But they can. They just haven't tried.
It's because it's all AI music now.
It's true, but we can't have good AI Halloween music.
No.
But yeah, and then decorations, I feel like people are getting a little lazy with decorations.
I have seen like maybe 2 houses on my street.
I will say I don't want to see spiders. I don't want to see a spider on your house.
No. You know what I think it is? I think people have been too caught up in you have to have the huge giant blow up skeletons.
Yeah.
Like people started doing that, and then all the little like cobwebs you have, it started looking like it's not really anything. So now people don't feel like doing it.
We can't neglect the little details with Halloween. Halloween can be this huge holiday, but I feel like people are so like people in my neighborhood have Christmas lights up. Absurd.
Ridiculous.
Put up some cobwebs. You don't need to go crazy. Put up some orange lights and some cobwebs. I don't want to see spiders though, because those scare me. But when I was young, this guy would like on trick or treat sit on his porch and like pretend to be like this and then jump out at kids. I want this horror back.
That's amazing.
That's what I want back.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Our marching band had 2 festivals on Saturday. They were at the exhibition band for a competition and then traveled for their second performance. Band festivals are where a bunch of marching bands from all over the state come together to perform for each other. There isn't a competition because they are just about having fun.
Last night, the band had their annual Jack-o'-lantern jamboree. Everyone dresses up in costumes, gets some candy, and then has their practice in their costumes. The instrument with the most fun costume wins.
That's all for today, Pioneers. With The Slice, I'm Kat Chaney.
And I'm Abby Curry. Stay artsy, Pioneers, and have a great day.